But we'll start with Conor Bradley, who we both gave a very positive 7 to, and I thought he was just very positive on the whole, and I think we are a little bit in the sort of post-Trent Alexander-Arnold era now. Obviously, Jeremy Frimpong is sort of going through stages of his medical. Bradley signs his new deal last week, and the assist for that first goal is genuinely world-class. The run, the pass to find Harvey Elliott for the goal is brilliant, and he's part of so much that's positive for Liverpool going forward. And I think you can really see last night, and I've said it a couple of times already this season, really, and analysing his performances and maybe wondering whether he is the right man to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold in a sense. Obviously, before the Frimpong transfer came onto the scene, I do just think he's more positive in those interchanges than Trent is. Trent always looks to me like he's sort of lacks that sort of low centre of gravity to interchange with Salah quite as nicely. There was a couple of times with Gravenberch last night where Bradley interchanged really nicely. I thought you just got to see everything, at least offensively, as I say, that he offers positively for Liverpool.
Yeah, I think that the assist for that first goal was Conor Bradley in a nutshell, really, wasn't it? And I think we've seen flashes throughout his Liverpool career so far of, I think Salah really does enjoy playing with him and enjoys having that player who is willing to make those overlapping runs. And I think we saw that again. Obviously, Salah does really well for that first goal as well. So there was so much to like about Conor Bradley going forward. Last night he nearly gets a goal as well. He's a little bit unlucky, but he gets into some great positions. I think his energy, his tenacity, his hunger, it's all so positive. And again, for him to get 65, 70 minutes under his belt, I think after the season that he's had, obviously plagued by injuries, it's just nice to see him being able to get those minutes in the legs. I think there is maybe a slight danger because of the attitude towards Trent Alexander-Arnold at the moment. It's almost one of defiance, I think, from a lot of Liverpool fans, and I think as such that there's a danger that you then place too much pressure on Bradley because everyone just wants so much for him to do well. And I think we did see at times, particularly when he was maybe getting a little bit tired in the second half, that maybe defensively there were a couple of lapses in concentration. But again, as we've said, and I'm sure we'll continue to say, it's hard to judge too much based off last night because it wasn't sort of a full pelt Liverpool performance. But I think it was a reminder that he is still a young player. He's still learning. He's still growing as he becomes more of a first team mainstay. I think we will see sometimes those deficiencies in those moments, and that doesn't mean that he's not a fantastic player because he absolutely is. But I think sometimes maybe we need to be a little bit patient with him. But yeah, for the most part, certainly in that first half, it was so much to like about him. Yeah,
absolutely. If there is sort of wider implications we can assess about his performance last night is that he's got all those offensive qualities, I think, to replace some of what we are losing in Trent Alexander-Arnold. Obviously, we think we're going to gain a lot of those in Jeremy Frimpong as well, but we're seeing the defensive attributes of Bradley so far, so sort of nice to see, I think, him rounding them out and putting a nice little bow on the attacking qualities, as I say.